Hey, all you cool cats and kittens. Hope everything's going great during this quarantine for you and you guys are staying healthy and safe and washing your hands because that's apparently how you fight this whole thing. So, look what I got. Yeah. So, let me show you what's going on with these.
Now turn up.
Alright guys, so long story short, this is part 2 to the getting 135i brakes on an E30 for the rear. Here is part 1 for the front, part 1 for the rear. So you might want to see those first before watching this video so it'll make a little bit more sense. Long story short, I needed a custom bracket for the rear. The front, I had a custom bracket made and they fit like a glove, had no issues. Check the first video out for the front and you'll know exactly what I used. For the rears, I had to put a bunch of feelers out to have a custom bracket made, and Tangent Innovations picked up the bid for me, or the request, and knocked it out of the park. I mean, they were fantastic. We emailed back and forth every day, every other day. Even with me being out of the country, they completely understood, even getting through the holidays. It took a while, but I think it was well worth the wait. So, and I really can't wait to see these on the car and how they fit and everything. So I haven't fit them yet, so that's what this video is about. We're gonna get these on there. Very reasonable price for them as well. They weren't, $1 million like I've seen some people pay for custom brackets. So trying to keep this video short. Let's get to it. Let's see how they fit. All right. Oh wow, look at that. It is raining some really big drops outside right now. Well, okay then. All right, I'm gonna have to shut the garage door, so let's do that. Okay, so now that we have the garage door shut, there's the bracket. Pretty easy, self-explanatory. It just bolts right up. And I bet you're wondering why it's shaped like it does not have anything here. That is because on the factory caliper, which you'll see on the other side, there's a big bulge right here and you have to go around that. I tried to shave it down and turns out I went too far and went through the caliper right here. You could barely see that. It's right there on my fingernail. And so I have to buy a new caliper. Kind of inconvenienced, but it happens. You learn from your mistakes. So I did have an issue getting these to fit on these trailing arms specifically. It would not bolt from here to here. And like one would bolt or the other would bolt, but not both of them. So took the brackets to another set of trailing arms, my spare set, and threw them on there. They fit perfectly. So I was like, okay, it's my trailing arms. So on the top section or the top hole, I dremeled out maybe a 0.5 millimeter, just a super tiny bit, and they bolted up like a dream. So I don't know if that's just the powder coating or molding, I don't know why it was like that, but it's fixed, it's on there. So you can see the offset. Trying to find a rotor for these was very tricky. So I bet you guys want to know what that looks like. And I kind of cheated a little bit. Before I hit record, I put it on the other side and yeah, let's see what that looks like. Look at that monster. So it's absolutely ridiculously huge. There's the fronts right here, and it makes those look tiny. So I know what you're already thinking. Look at all this space right here that you're not using. Well, I'll show you here in a second why it's like that. But according to all the math and calculations involved with this, you had to push the caliper out so far, which means we had to find a rotor to fill it. And a rotor that was thick enough to fill the caliper throat, but not thick enough to where it's too big. So that was very tricky. Tangent actually came up with the idea to use this specific rotor, and he or they are promising me that a 17-inch wheel will fit over this. So I'm really hoping it will. I have not tried that yet. But yeah, let me show you on the back side what I'm talking about. So, come on. My gimbal's a little slow today. So yeah, there it is on the back side. and it's not 100% threaded all the way through, so I'm gonna have to rethread this one as far as backing this bolt out and then trying again. So it is, the rotor is touching the caliper back in here, but that's because this is not threaded all the way, so that's, you know, no big deal. So trying to find a caliper to fit this thing was just, or a rotor to fit this thing was very tricky. A lot of back and forth emails, and we figured it out though. So, but you can see why it's shaped like a U. Let me get my flashlight so you can see what I'm talking about. You can see why it's shaped like a U. So there's that bulge there that, don't shave that off or you're gonna crack the caliper. So, but everything fits and I'm really happy with it. And I really can't wait to see what these brakes can do. So right quick before the outro, somebody that's really good at fabricating, please make this work. How cool would that be? So yeah, this is the rear rotor to the F07 550i GT X-Drive. Big old mouthful. Front rotor to the 135i. And here's the E36 M3 front setup and then the E46 M3 rotor. And you could definitely see the size difference between the three. But yeah, somebody who has some mad fabricating skills, get this to fit on an E30. Don't think you're going to be able to get 17-inch wheels over this caliper. So you're going to have to probably run 18s or even 19s. Most likely 18s. But let's go to the outro. All right, keep the outro pretty short, guys. Wash your hands, stay safe. You know the rules. Do great, do awesome. I don't even know anymore. I'm so bored out of my mind, I completely forgot the outro. So I need a haircut. My hair is the longest it's ever been in my life. Make sure you check the description so you can get a really awesome E30 t-shirt from e30stuff.com. The link is down there. Go to their web store. Thank you so much to Tangent Innovations, who has helped out so much. If you want to go this route, let them know that you saw my video, and they'll know exactly what you're talking about, and they'll get you set up, and you will be on your way. I really cannot wait to see these brakes in action. So as soon as everything's in the car, as soon as we get the brakes tested and everything, you guys will know about it, and hopefully this will be the first ever E30 to have 135i brakes all the way around, and it's going to be awesome. So hopefully this thing will stop, you know, a little tiny E30 missile. So remember, guys, to do awesome, be awesome, and stay awesome. You guys are great. Have a good one.